All right, we're gonna get started with our warm-up. So definitely take water breaks, modify the movements, listen to your body. Boot camp is all about challenges and pushing ourselves, but we gotta be smart about it when the weather gets really, really hot, all right? Because we don't want any heat strokes or any major fatigue happening. Let's do our typical march, warming up. I have the AC on here, so I'm sure I'm still gonna sweat like crazy. And if you can, as you march, it's not about the speed necessarily, but it's about the range of motion. All right, hopefully everyone can hear me okay over this noisy old AC I have. So we're gonna start to really exaggerate the arm swings. So we're getting that range of motion and then picking up the knees, to hip height or maybe even higher. So again, don't worry so much about the speed of how quickly you're moving. Try to get a little more range of motion. I'm just showing you sort of a profile view, my arm swing and my knee lifts. Check out my other side. Which side looks better? Okay. So we gotta get some spine motion. So let's rotate. Remember to release the heel whenever you do this rotation so you don't hurt your knee. Knees are not a rotational joint. It is a hinge joint. It only goes forward and back. You don't even really go forward. It straightens and then it goes back. All right, swing your arms up and down. I'm actually gonna do sort of an exercise based on this pendulum arm swing today. So just introducing it here a little bit. I'm gonna adjust my screen a little bit, just keep going. Okay. I'm not even that tall, but. All right, some squats. Feet at least hip distance apart, maybe shoulder distance apart. Toes and knees turned slightly out. Brace those abs, keep that chest lifted, eye gaze straight ahead. Showing you profile. You don't have to turn. Unless you like turning and checking out your profiles. Look. So I don't go super low. Just to about knee height or a little bit above knee height is good. 90-degree knee bend. That's a good range of motion. Helps to reach the arms forward for some counterbalance as your butt goes back. And then we'll move into our side lunges. I mean, not side lunges, our regular lunges, but I'm facing the side. Not to be confused with side lunges. So my feet are hip distance apart. I slide one leg back. I'm going to bend the back knee down toward the floor, stopping at about ankle height. Let's try to keep that vertical aspect of our torso here. Couple more. And then before we switch sides, I just want you to put the heel down there, bend into the knee and feel a little calf stretch. Okay. Try to keep it moving though. Try to do mostly dynamic movement. You do kind of get a little calf stretch here when you drop that knee, right, because of the ankle position. But you definitely get more of a calf stretch if the ankle stays on the ground. That's what I was trying to do at the end there. So we're on the other side. Hopefully everyone has switched. 2 more here. And then just try to press that ankle down. You can bend into the front knee a little bit, but keep that back ankle, back heel down and the leg straight. Good. All right, so let's go down into our plank, kind of warm up this midsection here. So now every time we do the plank, or when we talk about core muscles, it's abs, glutes, anything that attaches to the pelvis. So you want to engage the abs, yes. Elbows underneath the shoulders, but you also want to squeeze the butt and your quads. So while we're holding this, you're going to breathe. Option to put the knees down. But we're going to talk about today's workout. So I have the 40 seconds of work
and the 20 seconds of rest timing. And we're gonna do 3 exercises times 2. So that's 6 exercises in a row before we get the 1-minute break. The 3 exercises are gonna be repeated. There's gonna be a lower body, an upper body, and an abs, all right, in some sort of order. So we're hitting different muscle groups, but whenever I say that, you can come out. When I say, abs, it might be strictly abs, but there's usually some legs involved. And when I say upper body, we're doing push-ups, but keep in mind when you do a push-up, your abs are involved. So a lot of things are all moving together anyways. Push-up options. Anytime we do push-ups, if you don't want to do them, you can do a plank, because a push-up, after all, is a moving plank. So you want your hands wider than your shoulders. You can have your knees underneath your hips, bending those elbows to about 90 degrees. For a little more challenge, you can walk your hands forward, shift your chest forward so it's right over the arms again, align with the hands again. So this is your knee push-up, and then your toe push-up. Full plank. A aligned push-up is if you were to lower your chest all the way to the floor, which you don't have to, but if you were, that chest should land on the floor in between your thumbs. All right, so if you drew a line between your thumbs, that's where your chest is. All right, we're gonna start the workout. You don't want to get too tired doing all your push-ups and stuff during the warm-up. All right, first 3 exercises. We've got a T push-up, a Russian twist, and a squat to abduction. So I'm gonna when I show you, I'm gonna show you the exercise during the 20-second break. But your first exercise is a T push-up. So I'll just show you from here. You do a push-up, feet apart, T. This is a T, the letter T. If you're on your knees, it looks like this. Okay, and then you just want to alternate sides. Push up, T. Push up, other T. Don't worry too much about balance. Once you push yourself up, coming right back down, you don't need to hold that side plank. All right, that's our first 40 seconds. Better bring my phone over here. Ready? Ready. Push up, T. You really want your body to be in a nice, strong plank position the entire time. Look for that neutral spine. No saggy hips, no butts in the air. "40 seconds. You're gonna see this exercise twice. This is the first time. Right after this, you're gonna do an ab workout, which is the Russian twist. We're gonna be on our butt. Kind of easing into the boot camp here. It's challenging, but it's not super challenging. So Russian twist is basically side to side. Make sure you're leaning back. If you want more challenge, legs are off. If you want even more challenge, legs are straight. All right, it's all about the rotation and the abs. Ready? So lean back and start to rotate. It's okay if you don't touch the ground. As long as your hands are going side to side, it's okay. If you don't touch the ground, legs up, side to side. You should feel the rotation happening. It's not just movement of the arm. My whole torso, my whole chest is changing. And then the straight leg version, obviously, is the most challenging. You should be able to see my shoulders, the back of my body, and then the front of my body. That's how you know I'm rotating. My torso, my shoulders are actually moving. Final exercise. Only one leg lifts. So only the right leg is gonna lift. You're gonna swing like this. It's like you're grabbing something and then you're throwing it to the side. All right, so squat deeply, adduction. Squat deeply, side leg lifts. In the second round, right after this is the T push-ups again. When we hit this exercise again, we're gonna be lifting the other leg. So right now, I'm lifting my right leg. If you mirror me, it's your right leg. I know this is my left. Low, high. Swing low, swing high.
You could add a jump if you want. I find it a little challenging to coordinate that. And quite frankly, my heart rate's getting pretty high up there and I'm feeling the leg burn in my left leg because that's the one that's grounded. All right, get ready. We have 20 seconds to get back into our T push-up. So we want to work not just our muscles, but also our heart rate. So heart rate should be up a little bit, starting to sweat. T push-ups round 2, starting in 5 seconds.
Ready?
Take your feet apart. You want your feet apart. If you're on your knees, they don't have to be too far apart. Looking good, looking good. Pace yourself. You go as fast as you can, but never at the expense of technique. Whew. Okay, on to our butts. All right. If you felt like you weren't fatigued in the last round doing the Russian twist, start with a more challenging version, and then as you get fatigued, you can change it and change it. All right, so I'm gonna start with my legs straight.
Ready?
And then as my abs start to get tired, or my legs start to get tired, I'll bend my knee. And then as I continue to get tired, I'll put my feet on the ground. Because what you don't want to do is get to that 40 seconds at the end and not be tired. You want to reach your limits for all these exercises, whether it's push-ups, whether it's legs, whether it's abs. You want to be leaning back for sure. That's how you work your abs. 5 seconds. Squat to side leg lift. Squat to side leg lift. We're going to the other side. All right, so this way. I'm lifting my right, so it's your left. So get your feet wide. Don't forget to squat. It's not just your arms moving.
Ready?
Down, low, low, high, low, high. Feel your leg muscles and your arms. Actually, because your arms are moving right around your heart, it can actually drive the heart rate up a little bit more than if you kept your arms still. So get that range of motion in there. Really push off your right leg. Keep the left leg straight as you lift it to the side, outer thighs. And it is going to be your right leg that feels the bulk of the work. Breathe. Are you guys there? Did I lose somebody?
On my end, you froze a little bit.
Yeah, I just now noticed that you guys are frozen, but I don't know how long you're frozen. Yeah, feel free to unmute. Yeah, I didn't take your guys' ability to unmute yourself, so if you need to unmute yourself to get my attention, do it. All right, are we all back? All right. Lee, Lauren, thumbs up, emoji.
Back.
All right, cool. Sorry about that. I mean, I try to watch you guys at all times, but sometimes I can't tell if you guys are. I'm just kidding. I can tell when you're frozen. All right, that hopefully coincided with our 1 minute rest. So, if anything, because I froze, you did extra more than 40 seconds of work. We have our burpee. All right, special request of Tamara. So our burpee today, you always have the choice to not do a push-up, but today's burpee actually involves the push-up pulse. So you do your burpee, whether you want to jump back or walk back, and you're going to do
a pulse push-up. So you go down, pulse, and then up, and then you finish your burpee, all right? So this is the whole burpee, pulse and up. So it's like 1.5 push-up. You go down, halfway up, down, all the way up. All right, I think that was a minute rest. Let's do it. First exercise of round 2, the burpee with the push-up pulse.
Ready?
And here we go. If you want to jump at the top, you can. Again, you can always walk out your burpees. It's definitely more challenging because of that extra little push-up. If you want to do a basic push-up or no push-ups at all, you can. It's all about what challenges you. All right. This one you've seen before. This is the suitcase. If you can, try. You go 1 knee bend, 1 knee straight. 1 knee bend, 1 knee straight. Okay?
Ready?
Hands down here. Open, close, open, close. Open, close, open, close. 1 is closed with the knees bent. 1 is closed with the legs straight. Your upper body goes back and forward. Right? That open and shut case. But we're going to try to do it with different leg positions. I'm really not pushing too much with my hands. My hands just kind of prevent me from falling on my back. 10 seconds. That's the knocking. 10 seconds. So that means you have legs after this. Although burpees worked everything. All right. We're going reverse lunge. 5 knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it should, sorry, I messed it up. And then it should switch to the other leg. So here's the other leg. You lift it up, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it's my back leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lunge and lifts, then switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down, up, then count. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that first knee lift doesn't count as a switch. It counts once you put the foot down. Down, up, stomp. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Doesn't matter how you count, as long as it's a different leg stepping back every single time. All right, so you can do it with 3s. 1, 2, 3. You can do it with 7s. It has to be an odd number. Has to be an odd number. All right, get that heart rate up, pump those arms. Burpee time again. We're back to the first exercise. All right, everyone's still moving. So we're looking good. Burpees with the push-up pulse.
Ready?
There you go. Down, halfway up, down, all the way up. Finish the burpee. Down, halfway up, all the way up. It's almost like you're doing 2 very quick push-ups. So quick that you don't even straighten your arms all the way. That's what it's like. All right, there's the timer. Out in, knees bent, knees straight. Your hands should be relatively close to your butt, not back here. Fingertips pointing at your butt.
Ready?
Open and shut. It's an open and shut case. Focus on good technique. Never about speed work. You can do non-stop knee bends, of course. I'm just giving you options. And you can do non-stop straight leg too. I don't know why you'd want to do that. 10 seconds.
And then we're doing our reverse lunge. Ugh. Oh my gosh, I can barely get my legs up. I'm just doing this profile. You can do it facing the camera. Stepping back, lifting the knee, and then stomp down. Knee lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, pull. Back, lift. 5, 4, 3, 2. Use those arms. Pump those arms. Get those knees as high as you can when you do that 5 run. Okay? High knee run. High knee run versus a low knee run, I guess. That was a low knee run. Yeah, when you get those arms involved, definitely feels like you're pushing to another level. Okay, that's it. That's 6 exercises. I mean, that was 3 times 2. Ignore that. I'll keep the minute running. Grab water.
Ready?
I forgot to mention at the beginning of class, we do 40-20 times 6, and then I throw in a Tabata, and then we're going to repeat it again. 40-20 times 6, 40-20 times 6, and then a Tabata. So the next thing is the Tabata, and it is completely focused on cardio. All right, so we're not going to focus on any lunges or any sort of burpees. It's strictly cardio, like what you see in a high-low class. So we have jumping jacks. Now, there are so many variations in jumping jacks. If you want to do things like that, you can. The challenge I have for you here is going to be a crisscross. So do you have to coordinate all this? No, you don't have to. I would just say crisscross the ankles, crisscross. Crisscross the ankles, crisscross the wrists. Can't even say it. Crisscross the ankles, crisscross the wrists. All right, let's go. That's it. I was like, what's up with the timer? You can do any form of jacks that you want. This is all about getting the heart rate up. The heart is a muscle. I'm not taking my arms all the way down. I'm not taking it all the way down like that. I'm just opening my legs, opening my arms, and then crisscrossing. So when my legs open, my arms open to the side. I don't drop it all the way down. Okay? Again, just a variation of the jack. Bounce on the balls of your feet. You lie down your feet, non-stop movement. Keep that heart rate. All right, running man is pretty much like a knee, like this. But one of the things you do in running man is you kind of swing the arms around. That coordination-wise is like, whoa, I know what's going on. Just go up and down like this. Run,
Ready?
run, run, run. It's like this. You switch and then pull. Switch and pull. Switch, pull, switch, pull. If you want to do straight up running, like this, non-stop running, that's good too. Okay? Whatever, get your heart rate up. You want to do this to the side? Side, 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 side. We got to keep things entertaining and fun. Oh my gosh. I'm like the worst instructor. That was supposed to be Tabata, not 40 seconds, 20. Oh, you know what? We already started this. Let's just do one more round of each and we'll skip to Tabata. I was like all talking about Tabata and then I forgot to change the timer to 2010. And you guys are probably like, whoa, what's going on? So let's do one more 40. Well, how do you guys feel? Do you guys hate me right now? Oh my gosh. All right, I'm gonna do another 40-20. And then it is a long cardio spurt, but I swear in the last round I'll do Tabata. Okay, 20 seconds here. At least there's no burpees in this round. All right, so it's 40 seconds of pure cardio. At Tabata, it would have been half of 47. It would have been 27.
Ready?
Ready? We can do this. Double the Tabatas. I don't know how I forgot. Seconds. Jeez, my arm is sore. You know the problem with volleyball, when I play volleyball, is I'm right-handed, so I just serve like this over and over and over again. And I'm really lopsided, and this arm is so sore, this shoulder is so sore. We're going to Running Man. All right, cardio.
Ready?
Cardio, cardio, cardio. The heart is a muscle that we must keep strong. That sounds like some random children's song they would make up just to teach kids about the heart. With a terrible tune. Keep breathing. If you ever take kickboxing, this is what it feels like for the entire kickboxing. 3 seconds. All right. I will not forget the last Tabata. And maybe you guys are happy I forgot the Tabata. Because who knows? People might hate Tabatas. All right, for round 3, please take a water break. We're actually gonna start with abs. It's
Ready?
circle abs. So if you grab your spoon, like you're stirring, you're gonna circle to the side, over the front knee, to the center, to the back knee. And don't worry if it's not a perfect circle. You just kind of circle back to here, and then you go the other direction. Up, center, side, circle. All right, you don't need to make it so big that you're like rolling onto your sides here. It's really about the up, knee over the knee, and then back. And then up. So it's kind of a weird shaped circle, if you will. All right, we've got 20 seconds to go, and we're gonna start with that. So again, aim for a knee, circle to the other side, drop it back, and then reverse direction. You should feel your abs, so it's not crunchy. Then we'll do another burpee.
Ready?
Here we go. Oh, by the way, you can take your knees as far apart as you want. All right, so you don't have to be a lady. Sorry, not trying to be sexist here, but you don't need to put your knees really close to each other because the whole point is to really get these obliques and rotation. So I have my feet actually as wide as the yoga mat, a little wider than I normally do. And then I'm going up over my front knee, center, keeping the lift to the back, and then down, and then crunch to the back knee, center, front. Try to avoid using too much momentum. All right, here, this burpee, we have a tuck jump. So you know the burpee part. You come in, you jump your feet in. If you want to do a tuck jump, pull your knees up. Do any kind of jump you want. You can do a star jump, or you can do no jumps. Okay?
Ready?
If you want, do a push-up. If not, look, jump your feet back, jump it in, do your tuck. Jump out, in, tuck. Push up, add it in if you want. But you can actually get your heart rate up a lot faster if you take out the push up and just focus on the jump into the plank, jump back in. Keep your abs braced. Support that lower back before you jump back. I think the push up kind of slows it down, or maybe it's a good thing to slow it down. All right, whew. The burpee's up. I want you to pick a leg. I'm gonna pick my front leg as I face my left. Lunge, lift, lunge,
lift. That's it, same leg. We'll switch the next time. Arms like an airplane. Your arms are out to the side, kind of reaching back, what we call airplane arms. Your front leg is gonna get fatigued. Your back leg straightens up. It goes down into the lunge, up into what looks like a single leg deadlift. Also known as an arabesque. So quick balance here. Try not to lock the standing leg out. My front leg is not locking out. Straightening up to about 98%. Keep those hips square to the floor. Squeeze that butt. All right, first exercise. If you're mirroring me, you don't have to remember which leg you've done. So take your feet wide, side, center, side, and down.
Ready?
Let's go. Circle abs. Try to lift your shoulder blades as high as you can for that entire arc. No momentum here. I know my arms are going back and then forward, but it doesn't necessarily mean you throw your arms. You can just move your arms with control and challenge your abs. Okay, burpees. Burpees at the tuck jump. This is probably the toughest exercise because it's a burpee and it's a tuck jump. All right, we all still here? Okay.
Ready?
Ready, go. I think I'm gonna do a push-up every other time. Soft landings. You're pulling your knees up into a tuck jump. We still want to control the landing. Make the burpee your own challenge. All right, so we have to do our other leg. So I'm going to face the other direction. Once again, it's my front leg that's going to go back, and it's my front leg that's going to lift. By front, I mean closer to you. I know this is front as well. The leg that is closer to you is going to go up. It's back.
Ready?
Airplane arms. Lunge. Lift. Keep the pelvis square to the floor. Eye gaze on the floor. Look at a spot about 3 feet ahead of your toes. Stare at it. Concentrate. That's how you won't lose your balance. All the way into the lunge. Get that back knee down to ankle height. And then squeeze that butt cheek. Squeeze the quadricep to straighten the leg. All the way behind you. Yes, your torso drops for balance. Right? Your whole body's like a plank, except for that one leg. Okay, that was the 6 exercises. That went by pretty quick. All right, I'm going to start round 4 with reverse crunches. Now, a lot of people interpret reverse crunches in different manners. One is here, lifting the tailbone. This is a crunch up here. So a reverse crunch is moving the other end of your body. You can also keep the legs straight. The whole point is that your butt comes off the ground, okay? Your choice on the reverse crunches. Then we're gonna do a blast off the single knee plank. For upper body, it's gonna feel a lot like abs again because we are doing some planks, but it involves your arms. And then we have our squat to finish off. All right, we've got 20 seconds until the next round starts. All right, so 20 seconds. Hopefully you grabbed your water and everyone's not feeling any lightheadedness or any dizziness. I know we're hot, I know we're sweating.
There's a difference between feeling hot and completely overheated, so make sure you listen to your body.
Ready?
All right, here we go. Lift that tailbone. Not because of momentum, not because of you kicking your legs, because you use your abs. You can keep your knees bent. It really doesn't matter as long as you're not using momentum. Now, how much do I push with my hands? You can push a little bit. It doesn't matter because no matter how much you push, it won't take away all the work for your abs. Now try to direct the feet more toward the ceiling and not let your feet go past your head. Because if your feet go past your head like this, then you're just transferring body weight. We don't want to transfer body weight. We want to use your abs to lift. All right, here's this movement. You're in your plank. You have a knee here, floating. Push it back. This is your blast off position. Blast forward with the knee.
Ready?
Blast forward with the knee. Switch the knee. Hold. Return. Hold. Return. Really draw the abs in. Find that strong 3-limb plank. Every time you come forward in the plank, the shoulders come right over the wrists. Boom, you hit with a leg. Now, if you want to keep it without the leg, it looks like this. You bend your knees back, and then you drive your tailbone back, and you come to a plank. All right, just a little extra challenge with the knee lift, the hanging knee. Where your shoulders end up is really critical. It's going to end up always right over your wrist. All right, we got a single, double. You can do singles. Hamstring curl, kick your own butt. If you want to do single, double, it goes like this. Single,
Ready?
double. If you don't want to jump, just go single. Notice, I'm just kicking my butt. I'm putting my foot right down. Single, double. Single, kick your butt or clap your heels together. Single, double. Single, double. Notice I'm really staying in my squat. Even when I do my curl, I'm not standing up. I'm not straightening my legs. Okay? Knee bent. And just jump high enough so you can get your heels together and then back down apart to that wide squat. Single. Okay. Back to the reverse crunch. So I hope it makes sense what I say about the feet not going past the head, because then it's just the weight of my legs pulling my butt off the ground. You want to direct your feet
Ready?
up. Maybe over your chest, and that's it. Maybe your knees come over your chest, or your feet come over your chest, and then it goes up. Obviously, it has to come towards your head a little bit. It's impossible to go straight up. If you're doing it right, you don't feel anything in your lower back, and you feel a lot in your abdominals. After this is our blast off into a single knee plank. It's actually plank with a floating knee. Plank with a floating knee. All right. You start in a plank position. Set up the wrist underneath the shoulders. Set up your plank. You can pull the knee in or you keep both feet down. But you basically pull your shoulders behind the wrist like you're doing a down dog. Push, pull, push. Pull your butt back, push. Hit. Try to hit and lock yourself into that good plank position. I'm trying to keep my back flat. Right? I'm not trying to round my back here. I bent my knees to try to keep my spine in neutral. Lots of arms. I consider this an upper body exercise, less so much abs, because you can feel your arms really working. Slightly bend those elbows every time you shift back and forward. Back and forward. All right, back to our single doubles. These are like the worst single doubles ever. Usually do single, single, doubles and like dance. All right, we got 3 seconds.
Ready?
I'm gonna start with my left leg this time. Left, right, double. Left. Even if you don't do a single jump, your leg muscles will burn. Why? Because you're staying low, right? As you pull that heel into the butt cheek, you're not straightening the other leg. It's super quick, 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 quick. Your heel probably will not actually hit your butt, but you're gonna try to kick your own butt. You're gonna try. 3 seconds. Don't quit now. Don't quit. Do one more round. Oh. All right. Oh my gosh, it's 6:43. I promised you it's a bod at the end, but I don't have time, and it's probably for the best anyways. So let's let the heart rate come back down. The funny part is that there's the same amount of time that took doing the first Tabata as it did doing the 40-20 twice. So I guess I just miscalculated today. All right, swing. So muscles get tight as we use them, right? They're contracting. So when we do stretches, we're lengthening the muscles again. We're finding that range of motion again. We're trying to get everything loose again. All right, let's stretch here. Find your balance. If you don't feel enough of a stretch in your hip flexor, pull the leg directly behind you. The more you pull it behind you, the more you press that shoelace into your hand, the more it pulls back your chest. So you can get kind of 2 stretches in one here. You gotta work on your balance. Be careful about pulling your leg out to the side. So from the front here, it's straight behind me. I'm not pulling it out to the side. Let's try the other side. So straight behind me, my other arm goes straight forward, and I press my foot, which you can't see, but now if I turn, into my hand, and it stretches this chest. Pretty nice. Pretty nice multitasking. All right, let's do the hamstrings. So you always want to put all your weight in your hands and your body into the non-stretched leg. Let's focus on the stretching here. Hip hinge, like this. The more you hip hinge, the greater you're gonna feel that stretch. All right, up here I feel the stretch less, here I feel a lot more. Trying to keep my spine from rounding. The same thing here. Stick the leg out. When you're first upright, you're not going to feel much, unless you're really tight, in which case you might feel a little bit. But usually you start feeling it because you deepen the hip hinge. I'm also getting the calves when I lift my toe. Did some jumps today, so it's good to get into those calves. We did some abs and obliques. Let's stretch the IT band, the side of our body. First, just yank your arm up, 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 up high, and then finally over. So find the length first before you do the lean. We didn't specifically target triceps, but triceps are heavily involved when we do any arm straightening exercise that includes push-ups. So there you go. Other side. It's as if the AC is not even on. First, yank. I mean, don't yank your arm out, but lengthen. And then lean. And then finally stretch those triceps. We're going to round the back, separate the shoulders. You can do what's comfortable with your arms. You can sort of clasp your hands and turn them out like this and keep palms in.
The point is that you're separating the shoulder blade. And what happens as you separate the shoulder blades, it causes your spine to round, which naturally makes your pelvis tuck. So the opposite of that is the chest stretch. Push those hips forward, push the abs forward, reach the breastbone forward and up to the sky. The arms go back, the shoulder blades squeeze towards each other. That's called retraction. And then finally take it up to the sky and really get into those abs. All right. Do you feel like you need to stretch anything else? Please listen to your body and take another minute or so to stretch. Thank you so much for joining me for a workout that had been written with Tabatas in it, and we ended up doing 0 Tabatas. Maybe that's what I get for writing the workout at 1 in the morning. Just kidding. I wrote it fine. It's today, 6 p.m. execution. So thanks so much for joining me. I always appreciate it. Bootcamp is the hardest workout, and there's no way I could ever do this on my own.